Sylvie and Emily, and we are here to help set you up for our inversion workshops that are coming up. And we're going to teach you downward facing dog and the right alignment and action for preparing for inversions. So what you will need is you will need a sticky mat and 2 pencils and a timer set for 1 minute and 10 seconds. You're going to time yourself and hold a pose for a minute. First I just wanted to show you an important thing about our hands as a foundation for supporting our bodies. So here's my hand, and you might notice when you turn your palm up that there's a hollow in the very center of your hand. It's like the arch of your foot. And that little hollow is also here in between this pad of your thumb and the pad of your little finger. So there's a little bit of a little hollow there. So when you go into downward facing dog, and when Emily does, we're going to take the pencil and we're going to put it right here in that little valley. So you're going to be like that. Okay. So alrighty, Emily, let's get started. So Emily's going to place her hands down, and we're going to work on alignment. So the first alignment thing is to make sure that the base of her thumb lines up with her shoulder, and that looks really nice. And when you do that and you spread your thumb apart, your index finger comes straight facing the edge of your sticky mat. And she fans her other fingers away from this, which is like a foundational finger. Okay, beautiful. And then Emily, press the pads of your fingers down. Nice. And you can even press the base of your fingers a little bit. And when you do that, you lift up a little bit from underneath that in that hollow. So now we're going to place these pencils. Emily, feel free to adjust that so it's in the right place. Okay, awesome. So that gives her something to lift off of the pencils. Now, the action of her arms. So Emily, take your left hand to your right forearm, and she's going to turn it towards her thumb. So she's spiraling that lower arm towards her thumb. There you go. It's going to stabilize her elbow. And then she's going to take her hand to her upper arm, and she's going to spiral it in the opposite direction. So this one's spiraling towards her thumb, that one's spiraling towards her outer shoulder. That's the action you want in both arms. Okay? So Emily, you can come down. If it's helpful, you can do it to the other side. There you go. Beautiful. Really nice. Place your hand like that. Come back to pressing down to the pads of your fingers, anchoring that index finger. And then when you're ready, go on up into downward facing dog. Beautiful. So she's working on all those actions, the base of her fingers, a little bit of lifting off of the pencil, spiraling inward here, spiraling outward there with both arms. And Emily has a lovely downward dog. She practices this a lot, I'm sure. And she's very flexible here. So for some of us, it's important to bring our front ribs back just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. So she fills up, yeah. So her back body gets a little broader here. Okay, and she's gonna breathe. And you folks are gonna hold this for a minute. You're gonna set your timer when you're ready. And you're gonna hold for a minute, and just nice, steady, even breath, focusing on all of those actions. Take your time. And then we didn't time this, but Emily, come on down into child's pose, and then just go back into child's pose. And after every attempt to prepare for inversions, I want you to take 3 long and steady breaths, just to allow your body to kind of absorb the new information and the work that you've done.